This is Nazia Begum here, your physics lecturer, welcoming you all in today's lecture. So in previous lecture, we have discussed about Ohm's law, resistance and the factors on which resistance of a conductor depends. Now in today's lecture, we are going to discuss the first topic is deduction of Ohm's law. So here you can see, suppose if in a conductor a potential difference V is applied across its two ends, length of the conductor is L and cross-sectional area of the conductor is A. That time, what will be the amount of current flowing through the conductor in form of drift velocity? So this we have derived in previous lecture, I equals to NAEBD. Then we know that magnitude of drift velocity is EE upon m into tau n, where E equals to V upon I. When we put this value of Vd in form of V and L, it is L, E equals to V upon L. When we put this value in this equation and then the whole value in this equation, then we will get this formula. NAE, and in place of Vd we put E, then in place of this E, V upon L into m into tau n. So here E and E will multiply. So NE square tau n upon m into A upon L into V. Okay. Or if we transfer this V from this side to this side, from right to left, so we will get I upon V equals to this much. Or if we reverse it, so V upon I equals to m upon NE square tau n into L upon A. So this equation, this one, this we have rearranged, so we get this equation in this form. Here you can see all these things. Mass of the electron constant, okay. Mass of the electron will be constant, length of the conductor is constant, sectional area is constant, number of electrons, charge of electrons and relaxation time, all these things are constant. So basically what we can write here, that V upon I equals to constant. Okay, so when we move I this side, so V equals to constant into I, or if we remove the constant, this equal sign will convert it into proportionality sign. So what we will get, I is directly proportional to V, and this is the statement of Ohm's law for a conductor. So here from drift velocity and current, we have derived Ohm's law. When we are deriving Ohm's law, we will get this value which is constant, and in Ohm's law we have seen that V upon I equals to R, which is also a constant for a conductor. So that means this constant is equals to R, resistance. So here you can see from Ohm's law V upon I equals to R, and from the deduction of Ohm's law we have got V upon I equals to m upon NE square tau n into L upon A. When we compare both the equation, so R equals to this much. So this is the value of R in a conductor through which a current is flowing. Okay. Now m upon NE square tau n is constant for the material of the conductor and called specific resistance. Why this one is called specific resistance? See, R equals to this thing into L upon A. Now R depends on L and A, and one more formula we derived yesterday. This formula we have derived yesterday, that R equals to rho into L upon A. So when we compare both of them, so what it indicates, that this quantity must be equals to rho. Okay, yesterday we have derived one formula that R equals to rho into L upon A, okay, where rho is constant. Now here m, n, e, tau, n, these all are constant, so that's why we can consider them as rho, that is specific resistance. Okay, so value of R is this much and value of rho is this much, m upon n e square tau n. Now we will see what is conductance and conductivity. Okay, so as the opposition is called resistance, okay, so opposite to opposition will be called conductance. Resistance actually resists the electrons to move, that is it resists the current to flow, but conductance allows the current to flow. So that means conductance is just opposite to resistance. So conductivity is just opposite to resistivity. Okay. So if we have to find out conductance, what we will write? 1 upon R, that is A upon rho into L. The unit of resistance is ohm. The unit of conductance is opposite to that, that is ohm inverse, or it can also called mho. Just you write it in opposite manner. OHM, you write it as MHO. So ohm per meter or mho is the SI unit of conductance. It is also called Siemens. Okay. Now in next topic we will see how resistivity depends on temperature. Okay. From previous topic, we have derived the formula for resistivity, that is rho equals to m upon n e square tau n. From this formula, we can see that rho depends on mass of the electron, number of electron, charge of electron and relaxation time. Okay. Rho depends on all these things, but when we increase the temperature of a conductor,